Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aloha Press podcast and YouTube show. My name is JC, and we are delivering you another episode in reactions to all the golfing news that's going on in this past week and things that are just being dropped on us left and right, and I can't handle the excitement. The excitement alone with Jordan Spieth winning over Patrick Cantlay. Great victory, little playoff victory over at RBC. We're going to touch on Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, US Open possibilities, and also we're going to get into the match and highlight just a couple things that are popping up as we record this now. Now, keep in mind, it's a solo show. Unfortunately, Jeff could not make it this week, but we will be back at it, back in the studio. I'm going to be on the remote studio of a beautiful, beautiful boat and hopefully sailing away, reacting to the Zurich Classic and our picks there. Now, without further ado,
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Now, keep in mind, Jordan Spieth swung and missed. He did. It is simple as that. He went into the Augusta National, went into the Masters looking to play halfway decent golf, and sure enough, could not get it done. Couldn't even get it done enough to get to the weekend, but he spends a few days at Harbor Town down in South Carolina. I mean, just absolutely, I don't know if he was getting fitted for that beautiful plaid jacket they crowned him in, but he got it done this week. And he got it done without his putter, which was pretty incredible. He ranked T60th in strokes gained putting this week, and it's really remarkable how good he played. With his new swing changes, with the things that are going on in his head, it looks like it's out of sorts, but he put it together. He put it together late on a Sunday, where he needed to go out there and shoot low, and he did that. He beat a few guys who just looked like they weren't going to miss. Patrick Cantlay. Harold Varner III we thought was going to get his first victory. Shane Lowry was freaking chirping at the butt. We even had Von Bruin with his fancy mustache trying to take over the telecast, which... Am I excited for Jordan Spieth? Absolutely. I think this is a great victory for him. It really shows that his iron play is absolutely primed, ready to go. And as long as that putter can just heat up a little bit more, I think he's going to be in contention in the next couple majors, which is really remarkable. RBC Heritage is known for its difficult greens, very small green complexes. You got to hit it pretty well. I mean, it's pretty incredible that the winning scores were just really low teens. So was I excited for Jordan Spieth? Absolutely. Anyone that beats Patrick Cantlay in a playoff, knocks it to about a foot. Love it. Absolutely love it. So congratulations, Jordan Spieth. It is still shocking to me that no one knows that you have a kid. People were absolutely just blown away that you had your kid there. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I'm not going to guess because, well, I don't really care. Anyways, as golfing news is breaking around the world, we've got rumors. We had Bubba Watson, who absolutely was told was playing the LIV Golf League, the Saudi-backed Beheading Classic, starting in England here in the first weeks of June. But then he countered. Bubba Watson countered and actually initiated a little Twitter thread in regards to his playing schedule. So it looks like he's not going to be part of the LIV Golf. But what did drop and what was pretty remarkable earlier this week was the US Open. The US Open is, I believe it's in June. Let me give you the actual dates. June 16th through June 19th. It is going to be at the Country Club, Brookline in Massachusetts for the 122nd US Open. And we've got good news. Tiger Woods is registered for the event, and also Phil Mickelson. It seems like Phil Mickelson might be making his way back to the PGA Tour, making his way back to major championship golf sooner than we might have thought. I mean, him missing Augusta National was really, really remarkable. I'm still hesitant if he's going to play in the PGA Championship. I really hope he does. I would love to see Phil Mickelson defend. I think he will, and I think he's going to kick some ass. Which is pretty scary. It's a pretty strong take, but that is what it is. Now, as exciting as that news is, Tiger Woods is going to be playing the US Open. We're going to see. It's a hell of a test, and he beat some freaking studs out there a couple weeks ago at Augusta National. And we're going to see if he can get it done out of the U.S. Open venue, where it's going to be 85,000 million yards. It's going to be a par of freaking 62, and it's just going to be struggle. It's just going to be a struggle snuggle, and you don't want that out there on the golf course. We'll see. I'm excited to have Tiger Woods playing in more events. I'm excited just to have the news. It gives us something to talk about. But what also dropped in the month of June, let me get a little beverage here. Another thing that dropped earlier this week in the month of June, June 1st at 6:30 p.m. in Wynn, Las Vegas. We're going to have another edition of The Match. Now, The Match has always included some big names. And it's always included Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson will not be playing in it. It does not look like Phil Mickelson or 5 Sports will be a part of the actual telecast and or playing of the event. A little disappointing. I thought Phil Mickelson, that would be a great way to come back. But will not be starred in this year's The Match. Now, The Match is going to take place with a bunch of NFL quarterbacks, which is just absolutely a bit ridiculous. You got Brady and Rodgers versus Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Do we really want to watch this as golf fans? Are we really looking forward to watching T12 and Aaron Rodgers from the Packers taking on these two young bucks in the NFL? Does anyone care? Does anyone care that we're going to have to watch a 12-hole challenge for the second time at Wynn, Las Vegas? If Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau can't bring the heat and can't bring the shit talking, I don't know if these guys can. Aaron Rodgers is the definition of stoic. I mean, invite his brother along and his family from Chico, and maybe it'll spice things up. But is Tom Brady really going to bring the drama like he did in that second edition of The Match with Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, and who was the fourth? I can't remember. It doesn't matter because they lost. I don't know if he is. I don't know if he can. I think he's still really, really focused on the NFL, which is pretty incredible. I know Patrick Mahomes is also a great golfer. He's a single-digit guy. Is it going to be entertaining television? I have no clue. Am I going to watch it? Probably. I'll probably tune in on the old TNT coverage. I do enjoy their product, enjoy the way they present golf. So with that being said, it is what it is. Now, there is some things going on this week. We've got the power rankings for the Zurich Classic. Now, the Zurich Classic is a special event. It seems like the PGA Tour has this department of Stranger Things. Okay, we can't even telecast the proper golfers on the weekend, but we are going to have a team battle. I'm not a huge fan of the Zurich Classic. I think it's good for the game of golf. I think it's great for the PGA Tour. I think it's great for some of these guys to really, promote who they are. But other than that, this is not a entertaining product. You've got, team aspect of it. I mean, defending champion Cameron Smith and Mark Leishman, the Aussies. I'm sure the mullet talk will be in full force as Cameron Smith continues to play really good golf. It's just not the most exciting event in the world, and you don't have the top guys in the world playing like they normally would. Major championship, players championship, even a match play type thing. Not a huge fan. I mean, you got Sungjae Im, Baehang An, Keegan Bradley, Brandon Steele teaming up, Sergio Garcia, Tommy Fleetwood, Colin Morikawa, Victor Hovland, Danny Willett, Terrell Hatton, Max Homa, Taylor Gooch as a team, Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay. You got Billy Horschel and Sam Burns as a team, Cameron Smith and Mark Leishman, and then you've got Scotty Scheffler and Ryan Palmer. Scotty Scheffler, I have to initiate an apology. I claim that he was 23 years old. I was rudely mistaken. He is actually 25. So he still looks like a 38-year-old. Okay, I might be wrong by his age. But I'm not wrong by the generation that he should have been born in, okay? He should have been born about 20 years ago. And that's just the way it goes. It's just 20 years earlier, all right? Who do I like this week? Who do I like for the Zurich Classic? Down in New Orleans. It's going to be the swamp-ass classic. It's getting hot down here in the South. I'm going to go with a team who I think is a little far-fetched. Because this event always has just some characters winning. And oftentimes, I mean, they just don't play great golf. I mean, they play great golf. It's just kind of rinky-dink. It's like a bunch of different formats. So, looks like we got some other teams too, but no one real hit on. Joaquin Niemann and Mito Piero, Will Zalatoris and Davis Riley. Other than that, I'm going to go with... This sounds horrible, but I'm going to go with Keegan Bradley and Brendan Steele. These longtime pals opened this format by missing the cut in 2017, which I didn't think was possible. They did have a T4 in last year's event, so we'll see if that plays out. If you put any money on it and you win some, please share some. Now, as we touch on some other things in the game of golf, it's not that exciting. Okay, it's the week after the Masters. All right, it's tough to get up and deliver just some craziness. We just don't have it this week, unfortunately. And that is what it is. So this is going to be definitely a shorter podcast. I'm sorry if you needed Jeff's voice. Unfortunately, he can't be here today. But the one thing I want to leave you with is this. If you enjoy the show, please leave a comment. That's all I got to ask. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe. A lot of you aren't. And then also, if you're listening to the podcast, again, top 5% podcast in the world. We're definitely the number one R-rated golf podcast in the world. Keep in mind, this might be a shorter episode. I did not have the heat this week, but neither did the content. So with that being said, guys, I really, really appreciate it. And as always, hit bombs, attack pins, and aloha press. Cheers.
Wearing all black.
Aloha! Here with JC and Jeff.
Ain't no time for school today.
Hitting bombs.
Hey, watch this punch cut lob wedge. Replace your Marshalls with cart girls. They're better looking. They're serving drinks.
Got to hit bombs off the tee.
Phil talking about a guy taking a shit in the cut.
Mahalo!
That's what we did fireside with Phil.
Fire the stick.
Hit bomb and attack the pin.